talk about the future is our society's polite way of saying things about the present that would otherwise be impolite or misunderstood. Now, however, we may have to rely on more sordid fears and untoward means, namely apophenia and apocrypha. The future of architecture in Los Angeles is to double down again on the fictions. The rhetorics of future utopia were, of course, part of the official foundational brand of our city. A city with so much future because so little history. Today, ours is not an official utopia, but an officially cracked utopia. To speak of the LA precipice in the dystopian vernacular is not a critical stance, it's the party line. Or more precisely, the oscillation between the utopian and the dystopian, back again, over again, in and out, one through the other, both occupying the same place and time. The Tyrell Corporation and the Rand Corporation, Reiner Banham and Darby Crash, Squeaky Fromme and Ryan Seacrest. Joan Didion's Google Driver, the self-driving Google car, and Gregory Ains' gated community project in Calabasas. Philip K. Dick's spec screenplay for the Farmville movie, and Renee Dalder and Rem Koolhaas's 1974 screenplay about computer-generated actors and digital films taking over Hollywood. Diller, Scofidio, and Renfro's use of proprietary film script analysis and focus group testing algorithms ported into Grasshopper to simulate crowd flow at the Broad. An IPv6-based digital object identifier infrastructure linking DRM copy protection to NSA's PRISM. Morphosys' Caltrans building's second career as the bad guy's headquarters in every cop show ever made, and Norman Foster's printed moon-based projects with the European Space Agency's second career as Apple's UFO megastructure headquarters up the coast in Cupertino. So as you compose your own practice, keep in mind that any architectural practice is largely defined by the non-architectural influences, discourses, techniques, problems, and solutions that it chooses to incorporate into its own. In Los Angeles, there's so many to choose from, and that's part of the problem. So, some thoughts. Architecture needs more and better villains. It needs better complexes and syndromes. So, pursue evil designs, presuming that ultimately they will sour into something good, as opposed to the other way around. Do projects just to get them out of the way so that no one ever has to do them again and something else can arrive. Don't worry too much about postmodernism, post-enlightenment, post-critical, post-parametricism. Focus instead on the post-human and the post-Anthropocene. Spend less time thinking about skyscrapers, art museums, single-family residences. Tony Stark's house in Malibu is just not that good of a project. Spend more time thinking about charter cities, about the ultimate scale and scope of warehouses, distribution facilities, and other non-human programs. About what 3D printing will mean for China's factories. About really good horror movies and what they mean for the redesign of public bathrooms. About going to Mars in order to find out why we should go to Mars. Plus, something that takes a bit of courage here in Los Angeles, don't be afraid to be serious and to admit that you're not having fun, even if people begin to suspect your motives and character. Lastly, pursue unusual accidents. Presume massive accidents and work backwards. That may be the best way not to be misunderstood. Thank you.